all dream of success and profitability, but the harsh reality is that many businesses struggle to get off ground or plateau very fast. So, what sets the successful ones apart? Well, in this episode, I'm going to talk about five fundamentals that you need to get right in order to grow your business. Hey, Unstoppable family, welcome to yet another episode of the Lydia Amuge Mentoring Podcast, where I share with you tips, tools, and tactics to increase your income by building a business that you are totally in love with. If you've not yet subscribed to this Unstoppable family, why don't you subscribe so that you can catch all these episodes that run every Tuesday? So let's dive into these five fundamentals that you need to get right in order to continually grow your business. Number one, clarify the problem that you are solving. Many people are offering products or services. But if you ask them, what's the problem you are solving? Many of them will tell you, I'm selling a product or service. It's not enough to simply sell a product or service. You must know exactly what problem that product or service is solving. Because remember, people don't simply buy a product or service. People are buying a solution to a problem that they are facing. So when I talk about an offer, you're looking at an opportunity. Your product or service should be an opportunity for the client's joy to either be increased or the client's frustrations to be decreased. You notice that all forms of product or services will do either both of these things or one of these things. They'll either decrease the client's frustrations or they will increase the client's joy. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, a client has been struggling with budgeting. So, if you have a budgeting tool, you're not simply selling a budgeting tool, you're selling them the ability to budget with ease. So, when you're selling that particular product, you're not telling them, buy my budgeting tool, buy my budgeting tool. You are selling to them the ability to budget with a lot of ease. Now, let me bring another product. Let's say, for example, you're selling luxury garments. You know, in that case, you're not necessarily decreasing pain, but you're giving the clients to feel good, to feel luxurious by wearing your clothes. So you need to be able to understand right from the start what is the exact problem that I'm solving, so that when your clients come to you, you can be able to tell them what problem you are solving for them. That is very critical. I've seen that many businesses miss out on this, and so you find out that many businesses or many entrepreneurs end up building what I call Me Too businesses. She's selling shoes, I'm also selling shoes. She's selling cakes, I'm also selling cakes. He's selling computers, you're also selling computers. But once you know the problem you are solving, then chances of you drawing more clients to you are very high. Number two, it's important for you to identify the gap that you are feeling in the market. Don't simply bring your product or service into the market. You need to be able to identify what is the gap that your product or service is solving in the market. And by the way, many times when I talk about the gap, people think that the gap needs to be something that is so big. No, the gap is simply something within your chosen niche that people are probably ignoring. I like to talk about the famous CJs in Uganda, but also based in Kenya. CJs is a food chain. CJs sells food like many other restaurants in Uganda. They sell chips, they sell chicken, they sell coffees, they sell many of the foods that we can find in many of the other restaurants in Uganda. However, CJs identified the fact that in Uganda, much as there are many restaurants around the town, these restaurants are not offering top notch customer care. So CJ therefore identified that as a gap. Beyond the gap of customer care, they also identified the gap of timing of delivery of product of the food to the clients. So CJs have filled that time, the gap of top-notch customer care as well as fast service delivery. So while you go to other restaurants and probably their customer care is good today and tomorrow it's bad, CJ strives across all its branches to offer top-notch customer care and deliver its services as fast as possible. So like you and I can see, customer care is not a new concept. It was only a missing gap in the Ugandan market restaurant industry. So look at your own industry. Maybe you're in the photography industry. Maybe you're in the cake baking industry. Maybe you're in the fashion and design industry. What gap, what small little thing are many people in your industry ignoring that you can come in to fill? Because you see, when you come in to fill that gap and do it better than them all, guess what? You easily stand out for doing something that many in your industry have have ignored. The third fundamental that you need to get right is to be able to create a repeat system for sales. I've been training entrepreneurs throughout this year, and I've noticed that many times they are thrilled by their first sales. I clearly remember and I can vividly see the excitement on their faces when they made their first sales. They were very excited. Yes, Lydia, I now have 5 clients, I now have 7 clients. And you could see the excitement that comes with that first sale. We all feel that. I also personally remember the excitement that filled me when I made my first sale as a business owner. Yes, that excitement is very good. However, what about the next sales? What about that first opportunity? How can you, as a business owner, continue to draw in more sales? Always remember this: the purpose of a sale is not to make money. I guess you're shocked, huh? Because many times when people start this business journey, their mind is all, drawn to the fact that I must make money. I need the money. They must buy from me. The truth is that the purpose of a sale is to create a client for life. If you start your business journey and run your business journey with that mindset of the purpose of your very first sale is to create a client for life, you will be able to create a system that enables this client to not only buy from you once, but to buy from you over and over again. Remember, the cost of client acquisition is high if you're getting new clients all the time. Therefore, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a personpreneur, it's very important that you design a customer journey. What is my customer journey? In my Person to Profit Mastery experience, I actually teach about different offers that every business must have. Now, you design your customer journey in such a way that, so when this client buys this product, what is the next level I should be able to lead them to? Okay, so you must already have the end in mind. Don't just drop one product in the market and then say, okay, let us see what happens with this. No, you must already have a journey that you want to take your client through so that they not only buy one product, but they can buy others. And that's why you see, for example, iPhone will not just create the iPhone, they now have the MacBook, they have the iPads, they have the AirPods. So they have created different complementary products so that they can keep the clients attached to them. So it's very important because it is your loyal clients who actually help you to build a more profitable business. The one-off sales are good. However, the one-off sales do not help you build and grow a sustainable business. So as much as possible, you need to be able to know what is the next step that my clients will go to. What's the next step that they will buy at? What's the next offer that I have for them? But beyond the offer that they will buy for you, you also need to put into place a strategy that offers top-notch customer service. I don't know how it happens in other countries, but at least in Uganda, This is what it happens. When people want you to buy for the first time, they'll be so nice to you, they'll be so good to you. After you have bought, then let's say, for example, there is a challenge with the product or service, the product or service that you've taken up, you go back to them and tell them, it's like, no, you've already bought. Customer care is poor after that. When they wanted you, they gave you the best. When you're now coming back, they are behaving otherwise. It's a common thing that many people do. So that means that you must intentionally craft an, a world class experience, customer experience. I'm not going to tell you an exceptional experience. I'm going to tell you a world class. You need to be able to craft a world class experience. Now, a world class is not something that happens in one night. Now, just in case you're there and saying, Lydia, I'm just a small business owner in this small little town of ours. Come on, the world banks have burst open. You now have an opportunity to do business across the globe, with so many social media platforms. Why are you only selling to your small little village? Okay, so that's why you should therefore craft a world class customer service experience so that customers come back. Because remember, humans, love to go back to places where they feel valued, where they feel appreciated, where they feel seen. Okay? So, do you have a customer experience strategy that enables your customers to feel valued, to feel appreciated, to feel seen? Guess what? When they feel valued, when they feel appreciated, when they feel seen, they will not just become customers, they will become family members. And you know what family members do? They will go and tell other people about how good their family is and why they should join their family. So that is strategy 3. Strategy number 4 for you to be able to continually grow your business is communicate consistently across all social media platforms that you're using and beyond social media. I've encountered a number of business owners. You'll find that today they are communicating how about this product. 2 weeks later, they are communicating about another product. 3 weeks later, they are communicating another product. So you get the customer confused. What should they expect from you? What should they expect from you? I'm reminded, I'm reminded of a story that one of my teachers told in high school. He said there was a farmer who had a pig. Okay, so he had a pig, and so he decided to go to the marketplace to sell this pig. So he put this pig in his basket and rode to the marketplace. Now, when he got to the market, a story about one of my teachers who told us a story in high school about a farmer who had a pig that he wanted to sell. So he picked up his pig and put it in his farm basket. Now he decided to ride to one of the villages that had a market day to sell that pig. Now, when he got to this first market, he decided to park his bicycle at one of the stalls. Now, so that he could inquire about other people who were willing to buy his pig. At that market, he found someone who wanted a goat. Okay, so when he had gone to inquire, this person, who wanted a pig but had a goat, he didn't have the money, so he decided to do a barter trade. So what this person actually did was they picked out this person picked out the farmer's pig and replaced it with a goat. Okay, so the farmer didn't check. When he just found out that there was no one willing to buy his pig at that market, he decided to ride on ahead to the next market. Now, he goes to the next market and then he opens up his basket. He had gotten someone to actually buy his pig. And then he looks at it and said, "What do you want to be? Are you a pig or a goat?" So of course he had a goat. He couldn't continue. So now he decides to start riding back home because he noticed that he no longer had a pig but a goat. So as he rides, he stops at another market stop. Remember, there are so many market stops. So he stops at another market stop to ease himself this time. When he stops to ease himself, he finds someone who is interested in the goat but had a pig. So this person picked out the goat that he now had and put a pig. So he rides, he doesn't check again. He rides and gets home. When he gets home, he now finds a pig. So he then says to this pig, if you want to be a pig, be a pig. If you want to be a goat, be a goat. So that is the same approach with which many entrepreneurs come to business with. Today they are communicating about this, tomorrow they are communicating about that. You don't know whether they want to be pigs, whether they want to be goats, you don't know whether they want to be positioned in the market as this or positioned in the market as that. It's very important to know how you want to position yourself in the market and then consistently communicate that in that direction so that people don't have to guess what is this business about. Because guess what? If people have to continually guess what you are about, number one, chances of referring you will be very slim. But number two, many times people will second guess you and doubt you because they are not so sure whether you can offer them the high quality that they desire from your product or your service. So it's very important that you communicate consistently around your value proposition, around the offering that you are bringing to the market. And finally, number five, you need to create a community around your brand. This is one of the best times and easiest times to create a community around your brand. You see, we are created for community. That's why you notice that many times when people go into isolation, when people go into sets of seclusion, many times they will feel alone. Well, you can go and do it for some time, but you can't stay alone for very long. After some time, you start feeling like I need to be a part of a community. And the truth is that we thrive in communities. We thrive in communities. So it's very important for you to be very intentional about creating a community around your brand. Apple has definitely done exceptionally well around creating a community around their brand. As a result, because of this community, all the Apple users, take themselves as different thinkers. Why? Apple has sown in their minds that us as the iPhone users, us as the MacBook users, we are different. We think different. We use different products. So if you find Apple users or MacBook users, they are all thinking like we are a different class. Okay. Now, that kind of sense of community that Apple has created around its products, makes it easy, for the Apple users to be able to relate with one another, to be able to just think about how can I actually have the next level of a product. That's why you see that they also, whenever they are releasing a new product, before the product has even been released, people are already waiting at the stalls for this product. Why? They have created a sense of community around the product. Now, there is no community without a leader. Okay? You, as the entrepreneur, must decide to be the leader because you must be the front face of your community, of your brand. Steve Jobs was the front leader of Apple. So he's the one who sold all of this. He created impressions, he created perceptions around this product. So even with his death, his leadership has still stayed, and today Apple is still leveraging from the lasting legacy of leadership that Steve Jobs gave to this brand. So, are you this kind of entrepreneur who is saying, no, me, I don't want to be seen? Me, I am just a backyard entrepreneur. Well, my product or service can go to the front and people will buy it. Well, you could do that, but with how fast technology is going, People no longer just want to know or use a product or service. They also want to know the people behind, the leader behind the product or service. They want to associate with them. They want to hear a part of their mind. They want to glean from their wisdom. They want to glean from their thoughts. They want to know that we know the person behind this product or service that we are raving about. So when you think about your product or service, do your people know you? Do they know the leader behind that product or service? You can't say that, oh, Lydia, I hate being online. Come on, smell the coffee. The time for hating being online ended. If you hate being online, you're simply telling yourself that I also don't like business growth. So, just in case you're there, I want to encourage you to be able to slowly grow in your confidence to be able to build a brand. So, now that we know those five fundamentals, I would like to know in the comment section, let me know which of these five do you want to go back and work on. Number one, I talked about clarifying the problem that you're solving through your product or service. Number two, identifying the gap that you're feeling in the market. Number three, creating a system of repeat sales within your business. Number four, consistently communicating your product or service to the market. And number five, creating a tribe around your business. Let me know in the comment section which one you are going to start working on intentionally. I know these are all different things and require a lot of time and intentionality to work on, but just choose one to work on. Start on that one and then choose another once you have grounded that one. One step at a time, you will get there. Now, as a business owner, many things will try to stop you. Your own negative attitude will try to stop you. Your naysayers will try to stop you. Your own limiting beliefs will try to stop you. Your own clients will try to stop you. So many things will try to stop you along this business journey. That's why I want to invite you to be a part of this unstoppable family where nothing stops us. So subscribe so that you can always glean from this fire so that you are not stopped. See you next Tuesday for yet another episode of the Lydia Amuge Mentoring Podcast.